put out, but just going to explain a bit about what we do through the winter, what we do through the summer, what we have to get ready for the winter, what we get ready for the summer. Through the winter we usually do off-roading, as you've seen from like the recent episodes. Usually take the TP log burner, find a nice spot, pour them up, get the log burner going. We enjoy off-roading, so that's mainly what we do through the winter. As much as we enjoy the winter, the summer is kind of where it's at for us. We enjoy getting out of the boats, jet skis, spending it most of the time on the beach. Quite fortunate really to have a couple of boats between us, a couple of jet skis, and where we usually stay up in North Wales, there's a pub on the beach, so it's great when the sun's out. We'll get down to the beach, the kids will be on the beach, we'll get the, like I say, the boats and jet skis. And we'll spend most weekends there through the summer. There's a few bits that we have to do in preparation for the summer. I've had the boat at the house the past couple of months, just doing just light maintenance really. The trim and tilt units for the 8 boards, that was playing up, so I've had to change the seals on that. That's working fine now. Got a couple of other bits to do, changing anodes, thermostat, just little bits. Currently back in storage that is, and I'll be bringing it back I'd say probably middle of March, just to do the last couple of bits ready to take to North Wales at the start of April. So that'll give me a couple of weeks then to do again just maintenance bits, oil and filter change, just bits like that, make sure it's running alright, ready for the summer. Currently got the jet ski on the back. I'm just running that up to Sheffield now, to Jetshed. That had a stainless steel wearing last summer, but it's still not running as what it should be, so it's going back up to them, and they're going to change, well they won't change, they will rework the impeller that's on there, so they'll weld new tips onto the blade, obviously sand them down, put a slightly different pitch on them to give you a bit more thrust, acceleration and top end. So I'm looking forward to getting that back. They should have that roughly a week to say. That's got about an hour left, and then I should be up there with that. Leave it with them for the week, and I'll pick it back up next weekend hopefully. And then that's pretty much ready for the summer. Again, just maintenance things that I'll have, which will be oil and filter change. But other than that, that's pretty much the jet ski and the boat ready for the summer. Ben's got a boat as well. He's a Zodiac Pro, 5.5 metre rib. Got a few bits stitched to his steering cables. One of the steering cables snapped while we was about a mile offshore, so that was quite a fun experience to try and get back to the shore with a broken steering cable. But he's ordered all the bits for that. So I reckon over a good weekend we should get all the steering in for that, new steering wheel. Again, just maintenance things, oil filter, a bit of a service, and that should be ready to roll for the summer as well. Cars are pretty much ready to roll. We like to do a couple of things, again general maintenance. After our winter trips we do quite a few, not deep river crossings, but deep-ish river crossings. So obviously for the summer, by the time we've finished all those trips, we like to make sure that we change the diff oil, gearbox oil, engine oil, just to make sure they're all good and ready to roll for the summer. But again, the Ranger will have that. Ben's Discovery 4, that'll have that. There's a couple of other bits he wants to get done to that. It's completely standard at the minute, so he wants to put chunkier tyres, rock and tree sliders, couple of guards for underneath. I think he's on about putting different light bars, roof rack, rooftop tint and all that as well, so but that'll come in time. I've just bought a bit of a project as well, so I'll be doing a couple of videos on that coming forward in the next probably month or so. Not going to tell you what it is, but you'll see that coming up in the near future. Already ordered a couple of bits for it. It's a nice little project to do over the next 6 months or so. Doesn't need a fat lot, like I say. Just it's ready to run as it is, but there's a couple of things that I want to do to it just to make it mine and obviously more off-road capable. A couple of things about the jet ski. It's a 2017 VX Cruiser HO, so it's 4 years old, nearly 5 years old. I've had it for the last 18 months. It's spent the first 3 years. It was on a super yacht called the Odyssey 2. There was 3 of them in total on there. They got took off to obviously be replaced with new ones in the Netherlands. Chap in Cardiff purchased all 3, brought them back to Cardiff. He sold them individually. I obviously purchased one, the other 2 went elsewhere. So that's kind of where it spent the first 3 years. I've had it, like I say, the last 18 months. It's been a great jet ski. It's kind of high-ish hours to what you would usually find, but not to what you usually find on one that spent like 3 years on a single yacht. So it is what it is. It's a great jet ski. It's ideal for what I want to use it for. We take the kids on it quite often. We do a bit of fishing on the back. It's got quite a wideish platform, so it's really stable on the water. The one I had before that was a 2006 FX Cruiser. That was a slightly smaller platform, but it was more fun in a way. You could throw it about more, it handled better. Not that this one's, you know, not good for that, because it still handles well. You can still throw it about. It's just slightly heavier, and it takes more effort to throw it around. But it's still good fun. It's quick, like I say. It's very stable in the water. So it's more of a good all-round jet ski for what I want to use it for. If you enjoy this kind of episode, drop us a like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate it all. We'll probably do another couple of episodes like this, maybe one on the range and the Discovery. Obviously the project I've got coming, I'll do a few episodes on. Right, so we're just pulling into Jetshed. It's just down the road here, I think. Yeah, it should be just here now. Yeah, so we're going to pull up, obviously get it unhitched, put it in his workshop, and then he can stay there for the next week until he's done what he's got to do. There she is, drops off at Jetshed. From what I hear, these are the best around for anything aftermarket. Anything aftermarket in terms of wear rings, propellers, impellers. So yeah, it's well worth bringing it this journey for, to obviously get it over here, to get them to look at it and sort it out. Looking forward to getting it back. I'm ready for the summer. Fast forward a week and we are back on the road up to Jetshed in Sheffield. I had a phone call earlier in the week to say what it needed. It needed a new prop. The one that was on it, the cavitation was that bad that it nearly wore through from one side to the other. So there wasn't really much you could do with that. So he's put a new prop on. There was a couple of bolts that had seized and snapped, so he's had to kind of dig them out and put new ones in for me. I had a phone call Thursday to say that it was all ready to collect. I think we're all pretty much ready for the summer now. We've had enough of this cold weather, frost, snow. We haven't had as much as expected, but I think there's still a bit more to come before we get any sunshine. But yeah, roll that on. We don't do this just for us to enjoy. We try and get family and friends out with us as much as possible, just so they get to enjoy weekends away, doing things that they don't usually get to do. Getting out on the boat, the jet ski, spending most of the time on the weekends on the beach. It's just nice for them to experience as well as us. Instead of doing your usual jobs, you know, working, housework, anything like that, shopping, it's nice to have a break from all that and just get away for a weekend. So it's nice to do that as much as we can with them, family, friends, like I say. It's, I remember one day last summer, we got the boat out, we got the jet ski out, my dad was there, we got a few friends out on the boat. My dad was having a bit of fun on the jet ski. The water was glass, not a ripple, the sun was shining, there was no wind. We probably went about a mile offshore. We found this nice quiet spot. Like I say, it was glass, not a ripple, but not much of a current, no wind. And yeah, my dad was absolutely loving the jet ski. I couldn't get him off it. I tried to have a go, but any time I wanted to have a go or see if he wanted to have a go at the boat instead of the jet ski, he opted for the jet ski. Yeah, he was enjoying it too much, but pretty much back at Jetshed now. So I'm just going to pop in, have a quick chat with him about what he's done. So that didn't take too long, got it hooked up. I was in and out 5 minutes. He had a quick walk around, told me what had been done. Said I should notice a massive difference now, which is good. Yeah, so got it hooked up, back on the road. I'm going to give the jet ski a bit of a wash when I'm back, because it's absolutely filthy. All the salt on the roads this time of year. I don't really want to put it back in the garage covered in salt. So I'll get a bit of a wash, put it back in the garage, and then it'll stay there till the start of April. And then we'll take it back up to North Wales, where it'll stay for the summer. We're there most weekends, so it kind of makes sense to leave it up there, so it's towing it back and forth every weekend. As I say, there's a couple of projects coming up. I'll post probably a little series on them, so keep an eye out for them. If you've enjoyed this, give it a like, drop us a comment, subscribe. There's plenty more to come. I'll be absolutely tons through the summer.